You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got some juicy next week spoilers for you for the week of January 15th through 19th. I don't have the whole week worth of spoilers yet, but I have some really good stuff, and I could not wait to share it with you. I'm going to unpack these for you, but if you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. Real quick, depending on when you're listening to this, you may not have seen the Friday, January 12th episode yet. So I'm going to tell you real quick what's happening because that leads into stuff happening next week. Ashley confronts Audra about the Tucker thing. She's still making these gaslighting accusations, and Audra, is not really friendly with Tucker right now. She basically kicked Kyle to the curb, told Tucker to go kick rocks, but Audra said she's never known Tucker to gaslight anyone, and basically thinks that Ashley is exaggerating about the Paris argument. When Ashley insists that what she said is correct, Audra's like, "Are you really sure?" And then Ashley gets uncomfortable. She takes off. Then Ashley talks to Tucker, who tells her, if it really happened that way, why didn't the waiters get involved or someone call the police since it was a busy, crowded restaurant? Also, Claire gets to confront Jordan. She wants to tie up loose ends. Jordan is gaslighting, speaking of gaslighting, Claire, saying that she's innocent, the Newmans are doing bad things to her, she still loves Claire. Claire is just like, forget it, I know you're a psycho, and she says Jordan will never see her again, but then Jordan promises payback. Boy, I hope she stays behind bars because she is unhinged, and this may not be over yet. Victor swears to protect Nikki no matter what during a chat with Sharon, who stops by to see him. Meanwhile, Lauren left drunk Nikki at the GCAC, and her sponsor Seth was there to help her in the morning. But then Victor showed up, and Nikki cries as her sponsor leaves. Victor blames Jordan, not Nikki, but he does want her to get a new sponsor, but she refuses. All right, then next week, the week of the 15th through the 19th, we got Phyllis Summers up to no good. She is looking at herself in the mirror. She's holding up this sexy little black bra and then a little skimpy set of sexy panties. And she's talking to herself in the mirror and saying that Danny left her no choice, but she doesn't mind. So, OMG, is Phyllis about to drug Danny and climb back into his bed again when he's unconscious, like she did back in the day? Or is Phyllis going to do something slightly less sketchy, but still sketchy, and put on the lingerie, show up in a trench coat, drop the coat, thinking he's going to give her the Romalotti D-train ride? I mean, if she does that, I definitely hope she does not get a ticket on that ride, because Danny does not need to be entertaining her crazy, because she is crazy. She's the same woman who stalked him years ago, drugged him, raped him, told him that she got pregnant from him. That's what should be first and foremost on his mind, is that he can't trust her and shouldn't let her in the door unless there's somebody else there to act as a human shield to protect him from Hurricane Phyllis. Also, next week, we've got Mariah Copeland and Tessa Porter scenes. The baby doesn't seem to be with them, not that I saw. And Mariah has this flat package. It looks like it's probably, I don't even know, a little less than 2 feet by like a little more than a foot, and it's flat. Like it could be a painting or maybe a photo or a sketch. Not something thick enough to be in a frame, but definitely flat. So it has me thinking paper or something. Mariah's trying to hide the package from Tessa while they're at the GCAC. Tessa is kind of making a grab for it, saying, "Oh, you can trust me," but Mariah will not let her touch it, and then asks a waiter to put it discreetly out of sight. Tessa's kind of shocked. Mariah's just teasing her because she gives it to the waiter, clearly wanting it somewhere Tessa can't get her hands on it or can't find it. So it's not their anniversary. They got married in May of last year, unless they're going to mess with the timeline on that. So I don't know what it is, but maybe it's some kind of present. Also next week, Nikki's struggles continue, and Lauren Fenmore is extremely worried. Remember, this week she got Nikki a room, but also confirmed to Victor that yes, she had been boozing. And this time, Lauren is talking to Nikki's ex-husband, Jack Abbott. She tells him that Nikki is in trouble. She doesn't know what to do. She feels out of her depth. And as we know, Jack has had his own struggles in the past. He's drinking socially now without it seeming to trigger his addiction demons, but at the base of his issues, he was addicted to prescription pain pills. It was like Oxycontin they got him hooked on back then. But drinking is a slippery slope too, especially because Jack liked to rinse down his illegal pharmaceuticals with alcohol. So obviously Jack is concerned. Even though he's married to Diane and loves Diane, he still has love in his heart for his ex-wife, Nikki. So I do hope if Jack reaches out that Victor will let Jack be somebody who's also a resource for Nikki, rather than letting his old insecurities and jealousies get the better of him, which may not be the best thing for Nikki. All right, that's all I have for you right now, but tune in tomorrow and I will have a full roster of weekly Y&R spoilers, something for every day of the week. Lots of really good stuff to unpack. Please click subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely come back soon, because we are here talking Young and the Restless 7 days a week. And as always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.